Welcome to Fortune Channel, the Grand Canyon, USA. Thinking about taking the family on vacation? Well, you might want to think about visiting the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is a beautiful chasm carved rocks out of the Colorado Plateau. The view of the Grand Canyon is beyond a beautiful experience that will last a lifetime. The sounds of the birds soaring over the canyon, the river rapids flowing underneath the canyon, and the wonderful wildlife that surrounds the canyon are just some of the things you will hear and see at this beautiful place. The wildlife at the Grand Canyon is amazing. Be careful when around the wildlife at the Grand Canyon. When wanting to take pictures of the wildlife, make sure to take pictures from a safe area or in the safety of your vehicle. The rangers at the Grand Canyon do not want people feeding the animals. This is because they do not want the wildlife that lives there to become dependent on people feeding them instead of hunting for their own food. So make sure never to feed or approach the wildlife, and also make sure, if you have pets with you, that they stay on their leash at all times. This protects you and your pets. The Grand Canyon offers you the chance to hike along the ridges of the Grand Canyon. The hike of the Grand Canyon is amazing, but takes a lot of power of the body to do so. The hike is long and can be tiresome for everyone. To see the great sights besides hiking, you can also go on a mule hike or take a plane ride through the Grand Canyon. Any of these ways of seeing the Grand Canyon are amazing and breathtaking. These are great ways to see the Grand Canyon besides seeing it from the rims of the canyon. The length of the canyon is over 217 miles and the depth of the canyon is over a mile. They say you can fit some of the world's tallest skyscrapers in the canyon. The width of the canyon varies from 4 miles all the way to 18 miles. This is one canyon you are going to be sure to take your family to see on your next vacation. There are many motels, inns, and campsites all over the area for you and your family to enjoy. They also have shops you can buy many great items from, that will remind you of your wonderful time at the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon also offers horseback riding, golfing, fishing, river running, shopping, entertainment, and so much more. This is one vacation that no one will ever say is boring. So next time you want to get away from it all, plan your next vacation at the Grand Canyon. When you visit the Grand Canyon, you will find that it is much larger than you have ever imagined. Annually, hundreds of thousands of people flock to a feat of nature, the Grand Canyon, in Arizona. No one can help but marvel when they look upon the cut in the earth a mile deep. It is 18 miles wide and 277 miles long, and the depth of the canyon in some points is more than a mile from the rim of the canyon to the river below. If you are planning traveling to this very popular spot in the USA, the Grand Canyon National Park includes much of the canyon. The Grand Canyon is separated into 3 areas: the Inner Canyon, the South Rim, and the North Rim. When planning and researching your adventure, you will want to include the following tips. Here are a few things you need to think of before starting your adventure. If you have a lot of time to research and sort out your trip to the Grand Canyon, great. If not, you may want to consider a travel agent, to make sure you are learning about all the fun and interesting things to do on your trip. How are you getting there? Some like to take a road trip to the Grand Canyon and experience other locations along the way. Before you try to go this route, you may want to take a few things into consideration, including the condition of your vehicle, and the rising price of gasoline. Make sure you have the clothes you need with you. Some people pack the wrong clothes for a trip. Remember where you are going and consider clothes that would be good for hiking, as well as something in case it rains. Also keep in mind the temperatures can drop substantially at night in this area, so you should pack something to keep warm. In addition to clothes, there are a lot of other items you need to remember to pack when heading out on this kind of adventure. If you are going hiking, make sure to have things such as water bottles, a compass, map, and some supplies in case you happen to get lost. Also remember first aid items and sunscreen to avoid getting a sunburn. Don't forget to pack any of the toiletries you would use at home. This includes toothbrush and toothpaste, sanitary supplies, and other items you may use with your daily shower. If the kids are going with you, it is important to check ahead with the resort or hotel you are going to stay at to see if there are options of things for the kids to do, or babysitting services if they get tired and the adults would still like to go out. Child-friendly. You will want to choose a destination that is appropriate for all of your children. If you have a baby, then you will want to make sure that you have a crib and/or childcare at your destination. Make sure that the Grand Canyon is the right adventure for your family at this time. Many people take their pets on vacation these days. While it's great to have these furry members of your family with you, make sure to check ahead with your lodging destination to see if pets are allowed, and if they have accommodations for the animals when you visit attractions that don't allow them. Taking pets with you on vacation is the choice of many people, but if this is you, then you need to ensure that where you are staying allow pets. You will also want to make sure that the attractions that you are visiting are pet-friendly as well, because you do not want to have to keep your pet shut up in a room while you are out sightseeing. If you choose to leave your pet at home, then a kennel or pet sitting service is a good choice to help baby-sit your pet. Packing. You want to choose appropriate clothing when packing, including pants, gloves, jacket, hat, bandana, sweatshirt, and more. Depending upon the time of year that you visit, you will need the right seasonal clothing. First aid. Accidents happen at the worst time and you want to make sure that you are prepared for any accident with a first aid kit. Depending upon the age of your family, a first aid kit should include chapstick, bandages, compression bandage, antiseptic, sunscreen, first aid tape, gauze, and more. Other items. Other items that you may need on your adventure to the Grand Canyon include maps, earplugs, a compass, fire starter, blanket, antibacterial soap, toilet paper, wet wipes, paper, pencil, and more. Sunscreen. You will want to make sure that you get and use a sunscreen with a SPF of 15 or more. A sunburn can ruin a vacation while traveling the USA. Don't set yourself up to be a victim. When you travel, you should try to not have a lot of cash on you at any point in time. Someone might see it and consider you an easy target. The best form of money for a trip is traveler's checks that can be quickly canceled if they are stolen. Also, don't carry all of your credit cards at once. That way, were the worst to happen, you would still have access to some money to take care of your family. Some of the beauty and important places to watch: Rim Trail, Visitor Center and Mather Point, Geological Museum, Desert View Drive, Bright Angel Hiking Trail, Hermit Road Drive, Desert View Watchtower, Lookout Studio and the Kolb Gallery, Little Colorado River Overlook, and also wildlife viewing. Thank you for watching Fortune Channel. Please like and subscribe our channel for more updates.